Hi guys, how have you been? I'm your host Dr. Sanay, and here I am welcoming you to my channel. Guys, this is a story of a triple murder that shook the little mountain town of Guffey, a small but very interesting little mountain town located in Colorado, USA, offering a milieu of enchanting tourist attractions to visitors. Palmer High School in Colorado Springs became a focal point of attention in America and even around the world when in 1999 a lonesome sophomore Isaac Grimes, who was only 15 years old at the time, killed his best friend by cutting his throat with a butcher's knife. We wonder what happened and how this horrible event came by. Guys, haven't we all heard of young people who are desperate to fit in and how they almost always fall victims to manipulative, evil people who use these vulnerable souls to get them to do terrible things with promises of accepting them into the group? Isaac was a loner and could not fit in and was an easy target for cult leader. Yeah, I am calling him a cult leader and you'll find out why. Cult leader, charismatic and very intelligent, manipulative, Simon Sue, an immigrant from Guyana who was a high school senior, devious, cold and hard and deceitful young man who essentially brainwashed, as Grimes had claimed later, Grimes into joining his team and following his orders. Grimes here looks very vulnerable, even pathetic, as he was lonely and probably thought that to be a part of a team was being accepted, and at last he could feel he would fit in. 19-year-old Simon, the Svengali from Guyana, spoke to his team regularly about how he was going to empower them to fight injustice in Guyana as a brave army, wielding psychological control over this group of 15 young misfits, intimidating them with his wild tales of connections to armed rebels in his native country, Guyana. Simon Sue even exploited the team members, which I would call a cult, by forcing them to turn over to him some of their money earned from their part-time jobs, and also frightening them to committing burglaries and bringing to him the loot. The misled boys thought following Simon's warped sense of heroism was the path to becoming heroes themselves. Simon's cult had a name, OARA, O-A-R-A, Operations and Reconnaissance Agents. Sounds quite impressive, hey? And he made them believe that it was a branch of a military organization in Guyana. He also said to them that the members of the group were very good citizens who refrained from alcohol, drugs, and that they fought racism. Simon Sue directed firearm robberies and he trained the young teen members on how to use these guns. There was burglary, there was deception, and then a triple murder ordered by Simon Sue. Simon convinced 15-year-old Isaac Grimes to murder Isaac's best friend, Tony Dutcher, who was also 15 at the time. And Simon claimed that his grandfather, Carl Dutcher, had been racist to him. 15-year-old Isaac Grimes was ordered to kill the grandparents of Tony, Carl and Joanna Dutcher, both in their 60s, steal their guns and come back to Simon. Isaac later is known to have said how he was threatened with death by Simon if Isaac had failed the assignment. Simon had threatened to kill not only Isaac, but his whole family as well. Isaac, 15-year-old, remember guys, agreed to organize a chess date with his best friend, 15-year-old Tony, and then kill him and kill his grandparents too, to prove his worth to Simon Sue, and also to save himself and his family from being massacred by Simon. Isaac also felt pressured to prove his capability as a member who was on probation in the so-called elite organization so he could get acknowledgement and respect from Simon and the other members. Guys, see how young people fall prey to manipulators? They should talk to an adult, a responsible adult, about their feelings, not just go and ask thugs and murderers to accept you into their team. On New Year's Eve, Isaac, armed with his knife, went to the residence of Tony's grandparents in Guffey, where they had organized to meet. The driver was a 17-year-old Jonathan Matheny, another wayward and easily manipulated group member, controlled and threatened by cult leader, evil Simon Sue. Isaac Grimes met up with unsuspecting victim Tony, got behind him, slashed his throat, where Tony bled to death. So 15-year-old Isaac Grimes slashed 15-year-old Tony, his best friend's throat, where Tony bled to death. Matheny came in and bashed, beat, and shot the old Duchess couple. Grimes and Matheny came back, covered in blood, burned their blood-soaked clothing, and rang up Simon. Simon had taken over the weapons and had apparently cut up and changed them. I don't know how you change these things. Change the weapons in another member's house. The member's name was Glenn Urban, who was 18 at the time. It has been obvious to many that young Isaac was a victim of murder mastermind Simon, who controlled this young, lost and lonely boy's mind. So he became subservient to Simon. Simon had actually gone to Canada at the time the murder happened, so he would have a clear alibi. That is heroic, right? Huh. He admitted in court that there was no such organization called the OARA and that he had made up all of it. All three criminals received harsh sentences. 15-year-old Grimes is currently serving 60 years, Matheny 66 years, and Simon Sue 53 years. Guys, don't you think this is a good lesson for those young people not to be desperate to fit in under any circumstances, but to think if what you're doing is right, to talk to a responsible adult, to ask for help, rather than have a crime lord, a maniac, bossing over you and making your entire life a hell. Simon Sue should never be let out, guys. That's what I think. Never. I feel, guys, that he would be an evil influence on society even he gets out at the age of 99 or 100 years. That's what I think. What do you think? Please leave your comments and what you think on this kind of abominable crime. Guys, subscribe if you like the story and support my channel. Thank you. Good night.